Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Battle of the Banger Season 3. I, as always, am your host. My name is Tyler, and of course, I'm joined by the boys. We have Brennan.
What's going on, folks?
And we have Kyle.
Yo!
So, a lot of this season has just been some of the most one-sided matchups of all time. Obviously, we're talking about least streamed Dance Gavin Dance songs per album. We've made it to the semifinals, and unfortunately, that trend is not stopping today, because today we have Lost versus Self-Trepanation, and Jesus fucking Christ, do we even need to do an episode? Like, everyone knows what the winner of this is going to be. This isn't even close. This isn't even remotely close. We have, like, a really great song from arguably one of the best Dance Gavin Dance albums of all time versus like a really forgettable song with a lot of problems from an album that we personally don't like that much. So I guess we'll dive into it because we have to. Brennan, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll make this as merciful as I can. For those of you who listened to the episode before, Self-Trepanation versus Demo Team, I was the only guy to vote for Demo Team over Self-Trepanation. And my reasons for why I think Self-Trepanation is a bad song continue. The beginning of it, like way over affected guitars. You know, the middle of the track, I mean, yeah, there are some good bits, you know, there are some like decent bits, but then like it seems like it doesn't really know where it's going, and then all of a sudden, like, it just runs into this brick wall of, like, one of the worst outros I've ever heard in a Dance Gavin Dance song.
Ooh,
compared to, it is harsh, and my mercy has its limits, but Lost, I think, is one of the most underrated album enders that Dance Gavin Dance has ever produced. I think this track is spectacular. It does everything right. It has very few shortcomings, and I think that the only reason why it is kind of not towards the top is because the album is just chock full of bangers and epics, and you know, it has two of my favorite songs of all time, you know, literally beginning the record. So naturally Lost is going to not get as much love. So my vote is easily Lost as quick as I can.
Now,
Lost.
Brennan, could you say that the song Self-Trepanation is a bit lost?
You said I was making bad puns in the last episode.
Woo!
Now you're here doing this shit. Shame on you, Kyle.
Imagine like
Shame on me.
Self-Trepanation has just received like a treasure map, and that treasure map was drawn by like a 3-year-old who has never left his bedroom. That is how lost Self-Trepanation is.
Wow.
In my opinion.
First of all,
I hate
you
this
didn't have to
song.
attack me personally, okay? I see how it is. You understand what my first 3 years of my life were like, but it's okay. No,
I get it. It's like draw the outside world, kid. I don't know what it's like, but I'll try. Like,
I would say my metaphor for how lost Self-Trepanation is would be it is a blind man on a skiff in the middle of the ocean.
good fucking luck, dude. Like, it's like the movie Unbroken, but there's no happy ending. Like, holy shit. But yeah, Lost all day.
Kyle, what's your metaphor for how lost Self-Trepanation is?
Let me tell you, Lost, good, Self-Trepanation, and that's all. That's all I got for you. I don't got a metaphor. It doesn't need a metaphor. It doesn't need fucking anything. It's obvious. Don't beat around the bush. Lost is better. Lost knows exactly what it's doing. It does it extremely well. It fucking just drives you right to the end of that album, and it's incredible. It's incredible. If you think otherwise, fuck off. But Self-Trepanation, like you said, Brennan, it does kind of like get a little lost, as I made the joke before, around trying to get to where it wants to go. I think that like the decision to kind of like take you on like a weird journey that doesn't really feel connected, still I can appreciate that idea. And that first like long intro does get brought back at the end of that song, and it does have more of like the instrumental distortion put in the latter half, which I guess you could kind of like talk about like what the meaning of that could possibly be, like that the song like affected that like stark alarm-esque thing that happens at the beginning of that song. You could probably break that down and find some cool meaning in it artistically. I can appreciate it. That's why it got to the semis. However, I do think that the beginning goes on too long. Like you said, Brennan, I do agree with you. The ending goes on a little bit too long. There's a moment of brightness in the middle there that I think is pretty good. And as a person that likes Kurt Travis era DGD stuff a good bit, I do enjoy the song. However, it has flaws. Lost really doesn't. Done. I don't. I mean, it's just kind of it, dude. I try to give it respect, man, but I don't know. It's really rough.
Yeah. All I can say is just like, if you've listened to both of these songs, then there's an obvious winner. And like, if you disagree, then I encourage you to re-listen to both of these songs and then agree with us, because that's it. It's the truth. There's no like opinions here. There's just like, Lost is just a better song, and that is the truth. That is a fact. That is like unquestionable. There's no argument to be made in the other direction. It is just like, that's what it is. Like, this shit could be in a textbook. Like, it is just pure fact.
Textbook.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I feel like if you are in the camp of looking at the title of this episode and you see Self-Trepanation versus Lost, and you read that and you go, wonder where this is going to go. You probably need to set your like your subjective like notions aside a tad, because we're really, at the end of the day, as much as like I can subjectively like give props to some of the stuff Self-Trepanation does, it is not constructed to the level objectively and factually that Lost is. Lost is well structured, has a phenomenal like pace and momentum to it. It has like great fucking instrumental bits that just constantly come back, great fucking vocals that just stay great the whole time. Don't dip ever. They stay great the whole time. Like, it's just, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you feel any other way, but this is just how it has to be. This is how it
This is basically like Self-Trepanation. Let's say like in its first bout, right? Self-Trepanation like gave it its all, right? Barely managed to defeat Demo Team. Like barely is like bleeding out, like just cannot fathom that it got through it. And it's like, I did it. I am the champ. I am moving on. And then on the other side of the planet, Thanos snaps his fingers and then he becomes dust and doesn't even realize what happened. Like, he does not even get to like enjoy his victory over the other bad song because Lost snapped it out of existence before it could even process what was happening.
That's probably the best way you could probably describe it, honestly.
Yeah. Like, it didn't even show up to the fight. Like, it didn't even know that it was fighting. It's just, it's done. That's it.
Sorry.
Yeah. So Lost is moving on.
Yeah, it is what it is.
If this surprises you, remove your eyes. You do not deserve to look at us.
Whoa!
What is this, like Old Testament biblical shit?
Just spoon out your eyes. You do not deserve to look upon me.
We're not in the Middle Ages anymore. What the fuck?
This is a completely random tangent, but I will keep it in because this episode is short. I got that from Kyle because several years ago when I had a Tinder, one night we got very, very intoxicated and Kyle made the worst Tinder bio for me ever. And I remember one of the lines was like, if you match with me and do not message me, remove your eyes. You do not deserve to look at me.
I forgot all about that. That is incredible. I wrote that?
You wrote that for me. Along with several other incredible things. And
it was all downhill from there, basically.
But that was the only part that we need to mention today. Anyway, if you liked this video for some reason, if you somehow found this entertaining, please give this a like, because Holy shit, these videos have been so pointless so far. And I kind of feel bad about it. But the next two, well, no, I should say, in 2 episodes, it will be interesting again. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when the final comes out, because that'll actually probably be interesting. And, comment below just what you had for lunch today. I don't know. There's no conversation to be had with this actual matchup. So just tell us something interesting. What was your Snapple fact today in your daily bottle of Snapple? When you shook it up, got that tea foam, cracked that cap, what knowledge did you learn? Mine was that lizards communicate by doing push-ups. I've gotten that one before, but that's what mine was today. Let me know what yours was in the comments below. This episode meant nothing. We have been the Talks a Lot Boys, and we will talk a whole lot more next time. Bye.